We thought it was impossible, but water frost has been discovered near the equator of Mars. This incredible finding challenges our previous beliefs that frost couldn't exist in the warm tropics of the red planet. For years, scientists believed that the equatorial regions of Mars were too warm for frost to form. The mix of constant sunlight and the thin Martian atmosphere was thought to keep temperatures relatively high at both the surface and mountaintop. However, the recent discovery of water frost in this region turns these assumptions on their head and hints at exceptional processes at play on Mars. This groundbreaking discovery was made by two European Space Agency spacecraft, the ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter, which arrived at Mars in 2016, and the Mars Express mission, which has been exploring the red planet from orbit since 2003. These spacecraft detected the frost within the Tharsis area, the largest volcanic region on Mars, home to 12 massive volcanoes. Among these is Olympus Mons, not only the tallest volcano on Mars, but also the tallest peak in the entire solar system, standing at an astonishing 18.6 miles, 29.9 kilometers high, about 2.5 times the height of Mount Everest. Adomas Valentinas, who made this discovery as a PhD student at the University of Bern in Switzerland, now a postdoctoral researcher at Brown University, explains the significance of the find. We thought it was impossible for frost to form around Mars's equator, as the mix of sunshine and thin atmosphere keeps temperatures relatively high at both surface and mountaintop, unlike what we see on Earth, where you might expect to see frosty peaks. Valentinas stated, "Its existence here is exciting and hints that there are exceptional processes at play that are allowing frost to form. The patches of frost appear for just a few hours around sunrise, and then evaporate as the sunlight shines down on the equator of the red planet. The frost is incredibly thin, with a thickness equivalent to that of a human hair, about 1/100th of a millimeter. Despite this, the frost patches cover a vast area of each of the volcanoes, and their water content could fill roughly 60 Olympic swimming pools, measuring close to 29.4 million gallons, 111 million liters of water. Understanding where water exists on Mars and how it is exchanged between the planet's atmosphere and surface is crucial for future crewed exploration of the red planet. This discovery offers new insights into these processes and could significantly impact how we plan for human missions to Mars. The Tharsis region, where the frost was discovered, is home to several massive volcanoes that tower over the plains of the Martian equator, along with Olympus Mons. These peaks include the Tharsis Montes volcanoes, Ascraeus Mons, Arzia Mons, and Pavonis Mons, each reaching impressive heights. The frost was specifically spotted on the Tharsis volcanoes of Olympus, Arzia, Ascraeus Mons, and Coronius Tholus. Each of these volcanoes contains deep hollows at their summits called calderas, created as magma chambers during eruptions. The team of researchers believes that the unique way air circulates above the Tharsis region generates microclimates within the calderas that differ from the broader climate of the surrounding area. It is these microclimates that allow frost patches to form. Nicholas Thomas, the principal investigator of the Trace Gas Orbiter's color and stereo surface imaging system and a researcher at the University of Bern, explains, "Winds travel up the slopes of the mountains, bringing relatively moist air from near the surface up to higher altitudes, where it condenses and settles as frost. We actually see this happening on Earth and other parts of Mars, with the same phenomenon causing the seasonal Martian Arzia Mons elongated cloud." Thomas added that the frost seen by the team atop the volcanoes of Mars appears to settle in the shadowed regions of the calderas, especially in areas with colder temperatures. This discovery sheds light on the dynamic processes occurring on Mars and how they can create conditions previously thought impossible. Adomas Valentinas further explained that there are a few reasons why this frost at the equator of Mars has avoided detection until now. Firstly, while European Space Agency's two Mars orbiters, Mars Express and Trace Gas Orbiter, have such orbits and can observe at all times of day, many from other agencies are instead synchronized to the sun and can only observe in the afternoon, Valentinas said. Secondly, frost deposition is linked to colder Martian seasons, making the window for spotting it even narrower. To spot the ephemeral frost, the team had to either know exactly where and when to look for it or get extremely lucky. "We happened to be looking for frost near the equator for some other research, but didn't expect to see it on Mars's volcano tops," Valentinas added. Finding water on the surface of Mars is always exciting, both for scientific interest and for its implications for human and robotic exploration. Colin Wilson, European Space Agency project scientist for both ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter and Mars Express, highlighted the importance of this discovery. Even so, this discovery is particularly fascinating. Wilson added that Mars's low atmospheric pressure creates an unfamiliar situation on the red planet, where mountaintops aren't usually colder than the plains. Despite this, the research reveals that moist air blowing up mountain slopes can still condense into frost, a phenomenon Thomas called a decidedly Earth-like phenomenon. This discovery was possible thanks to successful collaboration between both of European Space Agency's Mars orbiters and additional modeling. Thomas concluded, understanding exactly which phenomena are the same or different on Earth and Mars really tests and improves our understanding of basic processes happening on not only our home planet, but elsewhere in the cosmos. This breakthrough not only opens up new avenues for scientific research, but also brings us one step closer to understanding the intricate details of the Martian climate and how we might utilize these resources for future missions. The collaboration between international space agencies and the application of advanced technology continues to push the boundaries of what we know about our neighboring planet. Stay tuned for more updates on this exciting development as we continue to explore the mysteries of Mars and its potential for future human exploration.